What up, internet? How are your faces? You can probably can't really tell from the light outside, but it is actually already almost the end of this Monday or whatever. Didn't really get a chance to, film anything or whatever today, so I ended up being busy. What did happen today? Well, I had my first class over at Morton Junior High. Then I had a whole bunch of private lessons at the high school today. As for what I'm doing right now, I still don't know if the internet in my apartment is working. I haven't been back to try yet, and there's a whole lot of emails that I kind of should have sent last night that I really, one more time, really need to send today. So I decided to go with what I usually did when I was, a grad student or just a student in general or whatever. If any sort of Wi-Fi wasn't working, go to a public place. Let's find a public space. Hopefully it'll be close by. Yeah, so we are actually at the Katy Mills Mall over there, and I'm starting to think this is going to turn more into an exploration trip for me. I haven't really taken the opportunity to explore Katy yet, just because I've been trying to get used to the job or whatever. I intend to fix that soon, since I've been living here for more than a month now. It's time. But first of all, this mall is huge and looks insane. But reason number one why I want to turn it into a exploration trip sort of thing, I don't know if you can see all that in a distance. I think that's an amusement park. This mall has an amusement park in its parking lot. So I'm gonna head over there real quick, see if I can just kind of scope out what this even is, because again, I don't know how much of it you can see from this angle, but this looks enormous and genuinely amazing, and something that would have been really helpful to beat the heat back in August. We gonna check it out. We gonna see what's up. All right, so this is actually the closest I could get. I don't know if you can read the sign over there, in the distance or whatever. This is apparently a place called Typhoon Texas Water Park, and I'm not even kidding. The next free weekend, I should actually look this up, see if it's still open, if it's still the season for it or whatever, because I know about this time back home, these water parks wouldn't still be open, because by this point weather is already starting to change just a little tiny bit or whatever. But summer is eternal in Texas or whatever, so I kind of want to see if that's still open, because I'm not even kidding. Literally, this view from right here or whatever, it does not do it justice. I pretty much have to just drive around all of it in order to find the entrance of this parking lot to find out what it even is. It's massive. It is genuinely probably one of the biggest water parks I've seen, and it's just in the middle of town, right next to their mall. This place looks insane. This week probably won't be a good one to go, because it's rainy or whatever. And this weekend, not only is there a game on Saturday, but I'm trying to make plans to head to Austin Friday night to hang out with my family there. But maybe next weekend when it's completely free, or just some other time. I don't know, but all I know is this place looks badass, and I'm genuinely mad that no one told me about it during the entire month I was here suffering in the heat. Okay, cool, noted. We're gonna do that, because if I have to wait all year just to be able to go back to that, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be upset. So I can't really get much closer than this, so that's kind of where we're gonna have to leave this for now. That being said, I need to send those emails, and that mall, as big as it is definitely going to have some form of public Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna head in there, I'm gonna send the emails I need to, and then I'm just gonna explore, and I'll take you along with me. So here's the thing, those emails ended up taking the full hour to send, for multiple reasons that I'll get into in a little bit. So sorry that this whole exploring the mall thing didn't end up being that fun. But I'm coming back here because there's a lot of, from the look of it, There's a lot of really cool stuff in this mall, so don't worry. The exploration will continue. But for now, I had to get some dinner. I don't think the mall, like, itself is closed, but everything in it definitely is. So I'm gonna go to some place that is open late. And when I say late, I mean, it's only 9 o'clock, but I mean, I guess Texas somewhat subscribes to Iowa on that front, that everything kind of likes to just close whenever they want. So yeah, I'm gonna go find something. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So it's a little bit later. Funny story. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm like really exhausted right now, so I'm just gonna go to bed. Not gonna end the vlog here. I want to get one more day because again I started so late that I didn't get a chance to actually like get much footage. So we'll get one more day. So I guess I will see y'all in the morning. So it is sometime later, about like 4 o'clock the next day to be honest. It's about an hour until marching band rehearsal starts. Today was a little bit of a wash. There's a lot that we're gonna talk about after this when I kind of like get home or whatever. Today just wasn't great. I don't know. I'll talk to you after rehearsal's done. So it's actually the next day. Yesterday was a bit of a wash, both literally and figuratively. We'll talk about that in a second, but right now, I'm actually in this really cool, like little like park area thing that I like known existed. Haven't had a chance to explore it yet. So I'm just gonna go for a run in it and just kind of get my mind off things for a little bit. Can we take a second to just appreciate the sunset? No idea if the camera's actually doing it quality right now because holy heck, this is beautiful. Really starting to like Texas. All right, it's a little while later and now it's time to finally explain some of what's been even happening. First up, first thing I think on the like list that I need to talk about or whatever. Yeah, so there were a whole bunch of emails that I sent Monday night. Like a whole lot. Some of them were just like, you know, like banal, like business things, like you know, scheduling lesson times and trying to figure out when would work for people or whatever because I'm getting some new students. Yes! But then there were some that were pretty important, like reaching out to people for more teaching jobs. Now I know some of you are probably saying you're going, like you're probably going, oh, but he already like just got a teaching job or whatever. Yes, I would like more. These are mostly for like WGI and DCI groups that I both want to work with and think I would be a good fit for. And yeah, basically just a way to just kind of supplement, you know, everything that's going on while also staying involved in the game. The indoor group that we have at Morton Ranch doesn't rehearse all the time, and they really only do like the T, C, G, however many G's or whatever. They don't really do much WGI, and because of that, that means that they only rehearse like really like three times a week over the whole week, not over the weekend, except Saturdays at some point, neither here nor there. It's leaving actually a fair window for me to be able to reach out to other like independent WGI groups and be like, hey, I know the season's like pretty much just about to start, but I really want to work with you. Reached out to them. I also reached out to DCI. I'm again not gonna say which ones because I don't want to like jinx anything or whatever by like coming out here and being like, I got jobs here or whatever. I've reached out to a couple, and if I'm gonna be honest, I had debated kind of taking another year off for no other reason than to just like work or whatever. But after thinking about it, well, for stars, I can't stay away. Like missing finals this year, like completely missing it. I didn't do anything. That actually hurt me way more than I expected. It didn't feel right to me not being there. It didn't feel right for me to not be involved literally in any way, shape, or form with anyone. I missed it. I missed it a lot, and I need to go back. I probably won't do a full summer wherever I am. Most of why I was doing full summers was because, well, for stars, the tour was short, and B, I was kind of the new guy that was expected to just kind of like run stuff or whatever. So yeah, I'm hoping that whichever group gets back in touch with me or whatever, because none of them have yet. Hopefully they're okay with me kind of being someone that kind of hops in and out for a bit so that I can still keep working and still keep doing what I need to do outside of, you know, that or whatever. And besides, Texas band starts early, so they at least need to be okay with me, you know, kind of missing a fair chunk of the end of the season. Sorry. Cool, so that was that. That was all the emails there. I actually did hear back from the one WJAG group that I emailed. They seem interested in having me on board. Like, I'm currently trying to set up a time to talk with them or whatever. I think he was hoping I would text him back today to set up a time to talk. Oops, time got away from me because it's almost midnight now. Sorry. This one is only in Austin, and which is only like a 2-hour drive from here. Note that I say only, but I've driven so much further on a regular basis, so trust me when I say that that distance is fine. I feel this one is kind of the ideal situation for me because for starters, it's a really good group. But even though there's one in the next town over in Houston, they don't pay, and my finances are kind of at a point where I can't take any work that doesn't pay. Like, I can't. I'm sorry. I would love to work with said group. I actually really enjoy their style, and I have several friends on their staff, but I can't. I can't work for no money at this point in my career. Like, sorry, can't. Just can't. But the other one that I had connections in the area is 4 hours away, and that's kind of a big no for me. It'd be one thing if I was able to just go for like an entire weekend and like come back or whatever, but I have responsibilities here during the weekend, so I'd pretty much be trying to go back and forth, and that's just too much. Like no way. So yeah, so this group, again, not gonna say any names because I don't want to jinx it. They seem like a perfect fit for me. I seem like a perfect fit for them. Hopefully we can get something going. Yesterday, because I think I mentioned a couple times that yesterday was a little bit of a wash, and it kind of was. It didn't get off to the best start. I had a student's family. Keep in mind, this student is a 6th grader, so has like no idea what's happening, so I don't blame him at all. I kind of got stiffed a little bit in payments. That may not get off to a great start. And then the marching band rehearsal that night wasn't really that great or awesome. So yeah, it was just a frustrating day, kind of all around. And it didn't help. Teacher friends, I want you to tell me if you have any experience in this or whatever. Literally, when I got home from that like lesson in the morning or whatever, I genuinely passed out in bed. I'd gotten like a full night of sleep the night before. Like, we're talking like noon to like midnight. midnight to 6. And I still just felt completely exhausted. And then I got from that lesson, I pretty much passed out until I needed to go to marching band or whatever, which is another reason why the day was a wash. So, fellow teacher friends, is that level of exhaustion normal? Like, no matter how much sleep you get? Because I don't know if I can operate like that in the future. It was an area of minor concern. Yeah, today was a little bit better. Obviously, I'm talking about to you right now. Wednesday is kind of like the sectional for the front ensemble and the battery, the percussion section as a whole or whatever. Pretty solid work happening. Like, there's a lot of stuff starting to come together. It should be cool and awesome and really, 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 really fun. Hopefully, maybe. Who knows? Definitely not me. All right, well, it's much later. It's very early in the morning now. I didn't mean to stay up this late again. I need to get better at that. I need to get better at actually going to bed at a reasonable hour. We're talking like midnight, like done, like asleep or whatever. I'll keep working on that. Gonna wrap up the vlog here. Thanks for sticking with me through all this stuff. Cool. Until next time. Okay, see you.